I got you some chocolate, Ben, from Belgium. It's in a little box. You can have it. It's yours.
Chocolate.
I bought it at you. It's all milk chocolate. Is that right?
What? No, I hate milk chocolate. I'm joking. I'm fat, Johnny. Asking a fat guy if he likes chocolate. Do you like chocolate? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GSC Podcast. It's 9.1, just so that we don't get confused later. Either way, this week I'm joined by Johnny.
Hello, guys.
Jamie C.
Hello.
And Gianni Spagnoli.
Hello.
Oh my god, you guys. E3 happened.
Christmas happened.
Christmas
Oh my
for
God.
nerds, man. Well, information for nerds for Christmas. I don't know. Oh,
Good stuff. Good stuff. Excited.
Excited.
Hope.
Yes.
There's been a lot of cool stuff spoken about. We're going to go through.
So today we're going to outline Microsoft's show first, right?
Microsoft and E3, hopefully. E3,
EA.
in this first one, yeah. So
Cool.
Break it down.
Bring it
Week
down now,
specials.
y'all.
start with what we saw first then, which was Johnny's favourite, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yes.
Hang
Yeah.
on. No, come on, Ben.
It was Metal Gear Solid 5. Can you tell that we were up till 4 in the morning watching the Sony press
man.
conference? For fuck's
Oh,
sake.
this is going well. I should be more on the ball and taking it to you, but I've had like 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, it's all good. Metal Gear Solid 5 opening the show for Microsoft. That I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, me either. It's good to know that it's announced on Xbox as well. So PS4 and Xbox One. That's good. Good on them. You know, more sales. It's better for them.
Talk to me, dude. What did you think about that trailer that they showed?
I think it looks really good. I would though. I mean, Kojima said that he really enjoyed Assassin's Creed. If you remember, like in number 4, he put in Altair's costume as a little extra. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So he clearly likes Assassin's Creed, and you can see that with the You can see that with the beginning, with him on the horse. That looked very Assassin's Creed-like, didn't it?
Yeah,
With, like,
very Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, the open world, which is fine. I think it's okay. I don't find it boring. I find it quite nice. Just have some quiet moments on your horse or driving or whatever. There's a lot of vehicles in the game. Might get access to a helicopter later as well. But yeah, the story looks wacky as ever. I'm super excited to find out. And I need to finish Peace Walker now. I'm right near the end,
You really
so
do.
because obviously this is ties straight ahead, like straight on with it. But yeah, I was very impressed with what I saw with the MGS5 trailer. How about you guys?
Yeah, what about you,
What?
Jenny?
Me. I must admit, I'm sort of, I like the graphics, and I think as long as they keep the close quarter stuff like true to the game or to the series, then I'm fine with it. As Johnny said, you know, it'd be quite nice to go around as long as that's not part of, say, the core gameplay, because I think that can get, well, I don't think it will be. They're still going to keep to the whole stealth, but
As long as there's like a quick travel system, you don't have to like gallivant the whole, across a huge world just to take a mission. As long as they can, cut it down a little bit, I think it could be fun.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why I'm cautious is how much it's actually going to affect the actual game itself. And I hope it doesn't become part of the core mechanic when sort of, you know, as you progress, it's just really almost like just going from part to part. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm hoping for anyway.
All right, sweet. Jamie, what did you make of it, dude?
How do you get to like go ninja mode on the side of a horse? Why didn't those people like even just go, "That's a fucking horse with a saddle on it"? Why is?
I mean, Kojima games rarely make sense. I mean,
Yeah, we are criticising someone who can hide in a cardboard box in the middle of like an armory, and no one seems to give a shit.
Cardboard box on the back of a horse. Let's be honest.
yeah.
A crate of oranges.
It would be amazing.
I mean, I make no, you know, Metal Gear Solid isn't one of my favourite things out there, but I did really enjoy number 4.
Yeah.
And number 1 as well for its time. Mm-hmm.
Everything in between that kind of drifted away. I wasn't really too fazed by, but I'd be interested in picking this one up. I think I'm glad after it having such a long line of being known for being a PlayStation game, I'm glad that they didn't come out with it being just an exclusive to one or the other. So I'm glad that it's got that there as well. Because, we do like exclusives. We like our exclusive to be games that are in-house almost. So
Yeah.
yeah, none of this.
Well,
None of this.
this Metal Gear Solid looks like it was a Metal Gear Solid tailored just for you anyway, seeing as they've added all this free roaming bollocks into it. And I know you love open world games, man. So
I would live in a sandbox if I could.
Who wouldn't?
But no, I don't think that'll work with Metal Gear Solid. They might prove us wrong. Let's hope they do, but I worry that open world doesn't really suit what they want to be doing, but
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see.
well, yeah, it worries me, right? Because as it stands right now, watching that trailer, half of the game looked like Red Dead Redemption or Assassin's Creed, and the other half looked like Metal Gear. So basically, half of the game looked like a game I don't want to play, and the other half looked amazing. Like, the infiltration stuff looked really good. But everything else, like, I'm riding around on a horse, and now I've got a jeep. Like, I don't want to play that stuff.
No, I disagree. I think it could do with a bit of mix up, something else to get on with, something else to do. In the trailer, was it Miller who said, "Oh, you have to"? No, it was Otacon when he's on the horse. He said that you're going to have to build your private military again, just like in Peace Walker. So I'm hoping for some sort of metagame system that such as what was in Peace Walker, where you're collecting sort of soldiers and vehicles and whatnot.
Peace Walker kind of made sense because it was a handheld game that you could just fault and recovery anyone that you wanted to get into your army out, right? This is a full 3D game. It's going to be a bit strange if you can just randomly fault and recovery anyone you want and stuff to recruit them. So,
Why?
because it would just look weird if you pan the camera up and you see them float up in the air and disappear.
Like I said, Kojima games rarely make sense. So
I suppose.
I think it'd be quite cool, especially they could do with something interesting with having your units fight other units. Like in the extra missions on Peace Walker.
Yeah.
You could send your guys off to sort of like a strategy, like a light strategy game, and get more items for your army and for yourself to use. But they can do something cool with the online features and have your armies fight other armies. I don't know. Be fun. It'd be fun.
Alright, sweet. So, they showed off the trailer, it looked pretty cool. Then Kojima came on stage and he was like, oh, it's coming out on Xbox, right? Instead of coming out on stage and going, oh, I trolled you guys, I'm not really putting Kiefer Sutherland in my game.
Yeah.
Some
still
bitter
not
feelings
over
there
it.
then.
I mean,
Face.
so we got to hear him more in these new trailers. You still not satisfied?
Look,
You
it's
still-
not that I don't think Kiefer Sutherland will do a good job. I think he'll do a really good job. And,
Yes.
he's gonna do it well. And he's facial, he's like mocapped it, right? With, facial capture technology.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna be perfect. It's just not gonna be David Hayter, man, and I don't want that.
Well,
Yeah,
this goes back to
it's
what we were
still sad.
talking about, wasn't it? We mentioned it a few podcasts ago about character voices and how you sort of, the character and the voice should be one. And so unless they're going to take it down a totally different direction,
Which
yeah.
I would be fine with, right? Apart from the fact that the fucking Japanese voice is the same. Right?
Yeah.
If the Japanese voice would have changed, and he was like, oh, I'm going for a different sort of feel to it or whatever, then I'd have been like, okay, he's going for a different feel to it. But he isn't, because the voice in Japan is the same. I'm still gonna buy it, right? You're gonna hear me bitch about this fucking forever, probably. Right? But
Yeah.
I'll still end up buying the game, so...
Me too. I don't like it, but I will buy the game. I think it looks really good so far. But yeah, I'm still a bit bitter. I wish David Hayter was playing Snake, Punished Snake, as they call him. But
Honest Snake.
I think Kiefer Sutherland will do a fine job. I mean, he sounded fine in the trailers. It sounded still a bit gravelly, but yeah, he did a good job. So we'll see. We'll just see more.
Sweet. After that, they announced that there's going to be a new 360. What did you guys think of that?
I don't know why. I really don't know why.
Well,
I could have done with a physical model there rather than just a picture on screen.
It just looks like a baby Xbox One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only reason. I mean, the one, the redesign that they did last time, so like the one that's like crooked with the fan vent on the side that you can see through.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one looks nicer than that one
It
that
does.
they've just shown.
But then
But
that,
it's-
Then the
that looks
Xbox
nicer.
One looks horrible anyway.
That looks nicer than the Xbox One, yeah. So
but it's
Yeah.
that stage of its life, isn't it? Where they're always going to do another one. Just they normally do it around the sort of time a console's been announced, because they're going to be in the they're going to be in the news. People are talking about them. So whether you're a late adopter or there was something that impressed you, or you got a red ring of death, you're like, oh, I'm really excited about the Xbox One. Might go get me a cheap new one just to keep me going.
yeah.
Well, we'll see what the price is like as well. Because if they do, well, no, they said it's going to be the exact same price as it is now, isn't it? They actually said that.
Oh,
So-
no.
Yes.
I think.
They also said it would be in stores like right now, and then I looked for it everywhere and I couldn't find it.
It must only be in America.
Yeah.
Even on
America.
American websites, I couldn't see it. Screw
Oh,
them.
really?
But
They
they're
lie.
obviously going to sell through the stock that they already have before they start selling the new one. And
No,
they're not,
that doesn't
if it's
work,
the same
then.
price, they're not going to sell it for a discounted rate on the other SKUs. So
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, alright, I thought it would be at a lower price, but if it's not, then...
So we're all fairly
Yeah.
meh about this. We
Yeah.
don't really.
what about Xbox Live Gold becoming PlayStation Plus? With
Well,
free-
fall
No.
up for the idea, but if you're going to offer crap games that are 6 years old as an incentive to do it, then you're
Yeah,
not
was
going
it
to get
was it
anything.
Assassin's Creed 2 or something?
Yeah, and
Assassin's
Halo
Creed
3.
2 and Halo 3 is your first month. Well, everybody has played Halo 3 or owned it, and
Yeah.
if not, it's like $2.99 pre-owned most places.
Yeah, they just basically went
What's
for
the
the
point?
cheapest, oldest games they could find. Oh, look, you can have these for free. Whereas PSN actually gives you decent games. Yeah, it's not a good start for them, but at least it's a step in the right direction, I think. They're actually
Yeah.
starting.
They
They
had
sort
to
of-
do something, didn't they?
Yeah,
But-
exactly. They had to do something because they aren't really doing much else, are they?
But yeah, that's my biggest bugbear. If you're gonna go toe to toe with them, you've gonna have to do at least match them for it, or at least offer something better. Now, either match it or better it. And they've sort of come up with this half-assed idea. And yeah, I would have liked to see maybe an indie title in there. Maybe like Deathspank or
Yeah,
something
it's
like that.
only 2 as well, whereas PSN gives you more than that, doesn't it? Usually
Yeah.
It's like 10 a month or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Whereas it's like,
Well,
just 2 games.
In their defense, PSN didn't start out at 10 a month. They started doing 2 on rotation, I think.
Oh, was it?
No, it was 6, wasn't it, on rotation?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it
quite
was
a
bigger than 2.
Yeah, never mind then.
few.
Ignore that bollocks, it just
Hmm.
fell out of my mouth.
So we generally feel it's a good. Well, they're trying. Hopefully they can get some better games offered, but
Yeah, that's pretty much my feeling on it, right? They've given you like a weak offering, but at least they're going in the right direction. Maybe you'll get some good games next month, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, or going
Yeah.
forwards. So
but yeah, it's okay.
They then showed us a new trailer for Dark Souls 2. Oh my god!
They did. Super excited. It looks great. It looks pretty difficult. I thought they were going to try and make it easier, but by the trailers, there seem to be like more enemies on screen at once. So.
I'm not going to talk much about Dark Souls 2 because I fucking fanboy out over it. But is there anything you guys noticed that impressed you? Jamie in particular, really, because you don't really play
huge geeks.
play Souls, yeah, like we do. So
I put a lot more hours into that game than people realise but I'm more hidden about it because I suck so hard at it.
I'm the
That's the
same man.
I kind of keep my Demon Souls and Dark Souls stories away because it's embarrassing. I want to be better.
well, it's not. Look, the problem with Demon Souls and Dark Souls, right, is you need to know that death isn't a failure state in that game. Like, if you died, that's part of the game. That's part of the learning curve. Like, you got killed in a certain way by a certain enemy, but you've learned that happens, so it probably won't happen again. I
Not
died
all the time.
thousands of times across Demon Souls and Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure. Right? And, like, it just becomes fun after a while. It's part of the grind, almost.
I think what you mean is it doesn't ever feel cheap. You blame yourself. I mean, I played it. I'm like Jamie. I don't talk about it a great deal because I suck. And every time I'm like, right, I'm going to do this, and I get a little further, and then I get absolutely, I just get absolutely raped, and then I don't play it for a while. But it's because I'm angry at myself, not because I feel as if the game has like cheated its way or just become overpowered at a particular point. Unless I've ventured too far in one direction, but you never feel, I never feel as if the game's like egging me on just for the fun of it. It's because I'm just going in too hot or something.
Yeah, from the looks of the trailer as well, that sort of mindset seems to be carried over into this one as well. So
I'm surprised that it is next year, I will admit.
I'm actually okay with it, right? Mainly because if it does come out at the end of the year, it's going to get completely snowed under by PS4 and Xbox One and all the other releases.
Yeah, you're going to be too busy with those, to be honest.
Yeah, but next year people will have the new consoles and they might forget, because this is only for Xbox 360 and PS3 and PC, right?
Yeah, but look, there's like 70 million of each of those consoles on the market. People aren't just going to chuck them away overnight, man. Dark Souls 1 sold, 2 million copies? On 7 million, on 70 million pieces of hardware. So I'm pretty sure, like, the people that want it will still buy it.
Yeah. Well, that's us like saying, these Xbox 360 owners, that's us just presuming that everyone that bought Dark Souls is going to be able to afford an Xbox One as well to begin with.
So what do you reckon, PS3 or PC then, Ben?
What, for Dark Souls 2?
Yeah.
It'll be PC for me, just because, like, almost all of my Dark Souls play history has been on PC. I played through once on 360, and then sort of gave up, and I've done countless playthroughs on the PC version, so...
Hopefully the port's a bit better this time.
Yeah, well, that's another bonus of going on PC though, man, because someone will fix it within a day.
That's true.
Okay, nice. That new game, Rise.
The father of QuickTime events, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with that?
It's just... It looks nice. The graphics are nice.
There's got to be more to it than that, and I think they chose a really poor trailer. It was like gameplay demo, sorry for it. There has to be more to it. Yeah. It's like we got a clump of all the QTC and that's it.
It looked like Resident Evil 6, the amount of like QuickTime event rape that was going on the screen. Every single time.
Are we not allowed to have skill? Is that what it is? Do they really think that little of us? We've got no skill to be able to perform maneuvers and attacks.
Because Rise was originally a Kinect game, wasn't it? It was going to be a Kinect experience, right?
Yeah, a couple of years ago when
it was announced
first spoken about. Yeah,
and now they thought, okay, we'll put it on the controller and just make you only tap buttons.
That's pretty much
they've gone to opposite direction.
In the gameplay they showed, you'd hit a guy a couple of times, and then the B button would appear above his head. You hit the B button, then you hit the X button, then you hit the A button, and a little cutscene will play when you chop off his leg or something. Basically, rinse and repeat, and that was all the combat they showed.
Yeah. There was some nice stuff with the shields. That was, that could work.
Yeah, that was
if you're commanding, your army like that, and your decision making in the time in which you can do it in depends on if they live or die. That's strong.
Is it though, or is it going to be that's going to happen 4 times throughout the game, and it's going to be the same thing? There's going to be a load of archers, and your people are going to walk towards a wall, and then once that bit's done, you throw your spears, and then it goes back to the normal thing. It's like,
we saw 5 minutes of what could potentially be 6 to 20 hours. Game. So
that's true.
Hopefully that's not it. I'd like to see more of that. I'm not going to buy the game, damn it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see more of that. To me, it looked crap overall. But
I thought the graphics.
Yeah, the graphics were really nice.
You've got to hope that with every game now, though, that comes out on the Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, I suppose the graphics were
standard.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we saw some Killer Instinct, which somebody was guessed that,
Jamie?
right?
Well, I think I made a
It was
mistake.
not my dream reveals or anything. It was just that week
Just
we were
one.
trying to guess the exclusives.
Yeah. Back in week 7, I don't know what the list was off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I was
Killer
supposed to check
Instinct was
that.
on
I
it.
fell asleep.
But yeah, Killer Instinct.
But we've learned a little bit more now, and it's, I think people aren't as excited for it. It's now, confirmed to be a free-to-play game, isn't it?
Your first character is free.
Right.
First character's free.
Your first character
God.
is free. If you want to play with anybody else, you pay for them.
There was an amazing quote, right, from Total Biscuit earlier, where he said, like, we used to have these free-to-play games with one character playable back in the day. They were called demos. You can't just release a demo and then charge for each individual character.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It just makes you wonder just what they were planning to achieve with it. I mean,
Well,
I don't
obviously
know.
money, man, is the
To
end
say-
goal.
When
Yeah,
you
but-
said there was an amazing quote earlier, Ben, I was thinking about the actual presentation. I thought you were going to come out and quote
Oh!
the guy on stage.
God, that happened!
Don't.
That was definitely a rape reference. What did he
Yeah.
say? Just lay back and
Just lie there and take it.
Just
Accept
lie
it.
there
Yeah.
and take it. It'll be over
Yeah.
quickly.
It'll be over soon, yeah.
That was going out at 10 a.m. in America.
Oh my god.
Like, the instant he said that, we all just burst out laughing. It was like, what? What did he just say?
Oh my god, that was amazing. But yeah,
Yeah.
Killer Instinct. That's happening. That's a thing.
No one's gonna be happy about that. But they did show the Twitch TV streaming, making videos malarkey with that. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, they did actually. So
Touched on it a bit, didn't they?
you can live stream your gameplay whilst you're playing it through the Twitch app. There's also like literally a record, like edit and upload feature as well that they're
Upload
using.
Studio. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be one where you can upload to like YouTube and stuff though.
No, well, even the
It all
PS4 one is just Ustream, I think.
Yeah,
Might be the way
so,
forward, though.
So, fair enough. It's still cool.
Yeah, but
It's a
it was still
massive
a
part
cool
of
thing.
gaming now, though. It's a massive part. This sharing your videos and
Yeah.
sometimes for bragging rights and sometimes just to be
Yeah.
cool like us.
Exactly.
Well, there was one thing actually. One thing we forgot about is that randomers can watch you play, which I felt was a little bit strange. I mean,
Only
I've
if you're
had
streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, only if you allow it to happen. Only if you're streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, I wasn't sure just how much that would actually get used. Maybe by the press might use it quite a bit.
Well,
I
there's
don't-
multiple uses. Like, there could be like a really good player you know of, and he's like, right, I'm going to do some live streaming. Then you can watch him play and comment.
Plus,
a bit
they,
like YouTube channels.
well, when they do it on the
we
PC, they play adverts and stuff, right? So they make money from playing on Twitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think a lot of people would just do it for fun because it's it's available for everyone. I mean, I would if I was playing, I would stream and let people watch if they wanted to.
Do you think YouTube was sitting there thinking, "Oh crap, we could end up losing quite a lot of our traffic here"?
No,
I-
because
People make money off it.
Yeah, the big channels make a lot of money on YouTube, man. So they're going to keep doing that. They're not going to go
Yeah.
to somewhere where, even if it is a little bit more convenient to just stream from their console, they make nothing. Like,
Yeah, it's just better for the average user. I mean, I might use it a few times. Like,
I like the idea of it for tournaments and like
Yeah.
really good live
Yeah.
streams for that. But if you want recorded things, I would always presume YouTube would be the one.
yeah.
Because I just think, I don't know, yeah, I mean, convenience. I mean, it depends. If you could log in on your computer and do it, and view them, a bit like on YouTube, then why, I'm not sure if people would bother going through all the hassle of setting up a camera or whatever to record it and then upload it when it's all instant. That's the only thing that's going through my mind. But it's interesting though. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Ben's
Yeah.
thinking about how he can play Naked Uno on his Xbox One while watching it on Twitch at the same time on his laptop.
oh my god, it'll be like, I don't know, something that
Bliss.
people shouldn't ever fucking see, man. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna eliminate a lot of stuff here because there's a lot of fluff that they talked about as well. No one gives a fuck about Forza 5 except Janny. We're not talking about it.
No, you have to quickly. Drivatar. What the fuck?
Drivatar. That was the best thing to come out of.
So they are using cloud computing as well. So
For the AI. Yeah.
for your friend's AI and stuff. So
That's
okay.
it. Just Drivatar.
That's fun. Drivatars.
Sunset
Goose-
Overdrive. So there's the Sunset Overdrive by Insomniac as well.
That looks shit as well.
It looked like Brink again.
It's just, to me, it looked like the Gotham City Imposters.
Yeah.
It just had that crap feel to it.
Minecraft. For Xbox One. That's everything. They dropped Microsoft points and went to actual money.
Hooray! Now you know you're getting ripped off even more.
Yeah, just
How it stands out.
And then the big one.
Yeah, and then we got to Dead Rising
Project.
3. Dead Rising 3, people.
Dead Rising.
Was it? What about
I
Project
have to
Spark,
say-
guys?
What?
You missed Project Spark.
Did miss
Project. Well, fuck Project Spark. We'll talk about it after Dead Rising, which is better, man.
We'll mention
Okay.
it here. Smart glass interaction with Project Spark.
Yeah. It's basically Little Big Planet, but 3D and not as good.
Rife
Dead
with microtransactions as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, apparently
Oh.
so.
All right,
It's
then.
another free-to-play game, but it's going to
Okay.
be full of...
We're leaving that then. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Dead Rising 3, guys. Oh my god. What did you
Looked
think?
amazing.
I think,
Amazing.
in terms of visuals, it was the best thing on show.
And gameplay, it looked like a lot of fun.
Gameplay did look strong.
Yeah.
I could hear Ben complaining throughout the stream because it didn't have giant pink chainsaws and dildo swords and things like that.
Look, I love me
That
some
happened.
dildo swords and pink fluffy chainsaws, alright? I
That
want some
happened.
humour in my Dead Rising.
There's a bit in Dead Rising 2 where you have to, like, stop this psycho from, like, marrying a woman, and he's got this, like, 10-foot pink chainsaw. And if you kill him, you take it. It's lovely.
Nice. Yeah, I'm really jealous that this is Microsoft exclusive. I wanted this on PS4.
Well, this is it, man. This is one of your reasons to own an Xbox One. Like,
It's the only
stop
reason.
that. There's more. There's more.
Oh
but
no. Oh no.
That is one of the reasons straight away to own an Xbox
In
One.
terms
That
of
game looks good.
exclusives, for me, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one that got me as well. It looks really good. I want to play it.
The horde physics looked really good. There was a lot of zombies on screen at once, and they didn't just
On the
look like
PS4.
copy pastas of each other. Like,
Yeah.
they looked like...
Dead Rising 1, though. Dead Rising 1 was only on Xbox 360, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Chop to Your Drop came out on the Wii, right? That
Oh.
was
Yeah.
kind of it. But
No,
shit.
it was. But no, the proper Dead Rising 1 was just Xbox. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair
And then
enough.
We had Dead Rising 2 and then Off the Record, didn't we, on both?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange that they went back, but oh well.
But no, it does look good.
Yeah, just jealous.
Bastards.
And then we saw The Witcher 3 as well.
Yes. Super excite bikes for this
See-
one.
Who won?
Mm.
This is a game that I actually don't mind going open world. Because the big environments in each act in Witcher 2 were like massive anyway, so what's the point? Like, it's basically an open world game as it is, so I don't think you're going to see that much of a difference.
Just less loading in between the
Exactly, yeah.
environments.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it looks really good. I'm super excited for The Witcher 3.
Totally ready for it, man. It was,
Yeah.
like I keep saying, it was my second favourite game of that year, just behind Dark Souls.
And this is multiplayer. This is multi-platform, isn't it? It's be on PS4, PC, and
Xbox One as well, yep.
Yeah.
So that's good. Good.
Give me some
Sweet.
Witcher.
Did they have a release date for that? No.
I think
It'll
they
be next
just
year,
said
won't it?
next year, yeah.
There's a lot of games coming out next year.
But a lot of games coming out this year as well, so
That's true. We're
we'll stay
finding
busy.
games.
We'll stay busy.
Yeah.
After that,
Nice.
we saw, I guess, one of the most impressive things in the conference. I don't know whether we should speak about it now, though, or speak about
I
it
think
later.
I think we should talk about it later.
Yeah, we saw Battlefield 4.
Well, they showed the single player video, and then they showed multiplayer. So we're talking about the multiplayer in the EA one. We can talk about the single player thing now, right?
Yeah,
It was a single player thing?
not
Yeah, the single player look. I mean, it showed the graphics a lot, but again, it was. I wasn't convinced that you needed more, and that's where later on when we saw it with the multiplayer, it really came into its own.
Yeah.
It
Basically-
looked. Yeah.
the single player looked shit, right?
Actually, they didn't even show destructive landscapes in the single player, if I remember rightly.
They did.
You on
No.
a boat?
It's just a huge scripted
Yeah, it was just scripted.
adventure.
So
Yeah, a lot of people don't care about single player. A lot of Battlefield fans just want. I've played Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3 and not touched single player at all.
But I think, I'm someone who quite likes. I like the single player to be part of the main game, and then the multiplayer to be like just an extension. But
But Battlefield's opposite to that. I mean, everyone buys Battlefield for the multiplayer.
well, this is the thing. I've not actually played much of Battlefield, and I can't believe I'm actually admitting that. But again, I think we'll talk about this later on about the multiplayer thing, because I actually, I'm convinced. Let's put it that way.
Cool, that makes
Yeah.
total sense. What Lies Below got announced after that. I don't know what that is. I think I was taking a piss at this point.
Nice.
What was
So
what was it? Tell me.
it looks incredibly. I forget. I don't know what it was. I can't remember now.
No, I'm just trying to think. This is the one that just flashed up, wasn't it?
Yeah, there wasn't much to it.
Yeah.
It was like an indie game, wasn't it? Top-down view. Was it?
Hang on, let's have a look.
Yeah, maybe we should quickly have a little gander. Let's just remind ourselves. Let me go on to YouTube.
That says all it needs to, really, doesn't it? I'm having to do the same. There was no gameplay footage.
All right.
What lies below? 1 second.
It was all
Let's
quite
take a
dark,
look.
wasn't it?
We can.
Was this that Swery 64 thing?
Oh, I'm just getting
Okay.
the ruin.
So
RuneScape.
it's a Robert Zemeckis film from 2000, starring Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh.
That's what lies beneath. You.
Shall we
Anyway.
start again?
I didn't see any of this, right? Like I said, because I was taking a piss. But when I got back, there was a big desert and there was a guy in a red cloak walking.
That
through the
was
desert, right?
Yeah, who said, "Oh, it's a roguelike"? Completely wasn't roguelike style.
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't it-
literally not a single fuck was given. That's why I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like okay. Yeah, I remember this now.
It looked a bit shit. Like,
very tiny character models. The maps are really zoomed out. Yeah,
Anyway,
that does
so
ring
when I
bells.
got back,
it's by the ghost who made Sword and Sorcery.
Oh,
oh
nice.
yeah, it was meh.
Yeah,
Moving on.
So
Okay, moving on.
I got back from taking my piss, right? And there was a guy in a red cloak walking through the desert, right? And it looked quite cool. It had nice graphics and stuff. And then this big monster come out of the floor and made a little wind blow, and it was Master Chief. Oh my god!
Yeah, so
Halo
you're the
5?
Halo fan. So you're the Halo fan here.
I'm always up for more Halo, man.
So this would be the one that sways you.
It's
What?
the Mexican Master Chief, isn't it?
No, I will
Trying to
play
be more
it.
diverse.
It did look like he needed a sombrero, man, and like a little
Yeah, it's-
mustache.
It's exclusive,
What,
to, it's
featuring a
exclusive
Doritos
to the
advert?
Xbox One.
Xbox One. That's amazing.
They've
Possibilities
moved the
around
letters
this.
around this now called Hola.
I fully intend to play this game somehow. I don't know anyone that is planning on buying an Xbox One, and I'm not planning on buying an Xbox One, but I will find a way to play Halo 5. That
We're
will
going to
happen.
become really biased with the next gen, aren't we? Because no one's getting an Xbox.
Look, I'm honest. I'm not gonna like lie. It's the used game thing that's killed it for me.
Well-
I refuse to give them
well,
my money
okay.
because of that. So
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should mention the next bit then. So after Halo 5, which again, it was a little cutscene really, and
you saw Master
Then it
Chief
came
in a
up
nice
the
red
price.
carpet. What?
So yeah, we have the price announced.
Yes.
oh, actually, I'm not sure if that actually got muddled up, but yeah, the price was announced.
$599.
Not quite that
Or
much.
400
No,
£429 for the UK.
$500.
Yeah,
for-
$500 for the States.
500 euros, isn't it?
The thing there though is when the Kinect launched and you bought it on its own, it was $129.99.
Yep.
So imagine that they're kind of thinking about the same price. And I'm not sticking up for them here, but you take that off there and then it's a £300 console.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's it.
But-
It is.
Yeah.
Which would
Because-
be fine
Yeah.
if the Xbox One you could play it without Kinect.
If you weren't fucking forced into it, yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking. Well, I think I remember mentioning this or in a conversation, and I remember saying I'd be interested if you don't have to have the Kinect. Because
but they've confirmed the Xbox One doesn't work without the Kinect.
Yeah, so
You
they've
have
really
to have it
shot
plugged in at
themselves
all
in the foot.
times.
I didn't understand why.
They should just fucking hire Reggie now.
They need someone, man. Who was it? Phil Harrison come out for him. They stole him from PlayStation. That ain't gonna help you. No one liked Phil Harrison. He wasn't
Phil
a
the
Reggie.
Hitman Harrison.
Like, he wasn't Sony's Reggie. You shouldn't have bought him. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
For Christ's sake.
So, price, what do you reckon? Is that good? Is that
No,
bad?
It's
So,
fucking
fine?
terrible. I paid £425 for the PS3 at launch. The PS3 that everyone took the piss out of the price. Like, $599 Like, that became a meme. $599 It came out here at $425. This is fucking £5 more expensive than that. Why is nobody jumping on it?
Well, in America it's $500, so they don't care.
But
They are,
here,
they are.
it's more expensive than the PS3 was at launch. The overpriced PS3. So,
Like Jamie said, I mean, the Kinect does put the price up, but no one's asking for the Kinect.
yeah, well, that's the entire point. Like, well, you're getting a Kinect 2 sensor. Like, I didn't want a fucking Kinect 2 sensor.
That's gonna spy on
We're
your
being told to
children.
lie there and take it.
Yeah.
It'll be over soon.
Be able to-
There was the other thing. The other thing that's really pissed me off. I don't want to go on a massive slating match of the Xbox, so it seems to be happening.
Shane's gone to E3, hasn't he?
No, you know the hard drive. It's 500 gig on the Xbox, but it's partitioned. You only get half of that on your game, so like
Is it?
it's 200.
Oh,
That's
there's
what
gonna be
Fred.
so much dedicated to like saving TV shows that you don't want and stuff, isn't there?
That's. I mean, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I'm almost certain that's what I read. But if it's true, then you're getting a 250 gig console with a set-top box and a camera, which you may never use. So it seems like they're adding that.
I get word of
and
that.
they're charging you for it. No, not again.
It was okay for a little while, and then suddenly you just like blipped out of existence, man.
Like, if you were stood in front of me, Gianni, right now, I'd probably just smile and nod.
Yeah.
Do you want to reconnect, Jenny? Do you want
What?
to
Sweet.
drop?
Yeah.
And I'll,
Is it
ring
still
you.
fucked up?
Yeah, I'll re-ring you,
Alright,
okay?
Where was I talking about? I can't remember.
So you was whacking on a bit.
Yeah, long ago. Oh yeah. Just basically, if the rumors are true that you get partitioned, you've got a 250 gig console with a set-top box and a camera, which you may never use. So I think Microsoft has got to should have really thought that through before forcing it all down everyone's necks.
They've already like it's set in stone pretty much what you're getting. They can't change it now, I don't think.
That's why I said they should have thought it through, shouldn't they?
And that was pretty much the end of the Xbox thing. They ended on Respawn
Titan.
Entertainment's new game Titanfall, but since that was also shown in the E3 talk, I think we can talk about that later, right?
In the E3 talk?
I
Stop
keep saying
doing
that.
EA.
I can't help it. EA and E3, it's like one number letter away, man.
Ben, you're
One
fired.
number
That's
letter.
it, Nick.
Those number letters.
Those dumb letters.
Those damn number letters. And then EA was after that. So
So wait, Respawn... No, sorry. Titanfall's only for Xbox One and PC.
and Xbox 360.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC.
Yeah, we'll talk about more on that on the EA. On the EA. EA. 3.
What's EA?
Yeah, let's do EA.
Yeah.
Alright, EA started off with something that I didn't think needed to exist.
Plants
I
vs.
think I-
Zombies shooter.
It's called Garden Warfare. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Why does it exist? It doesn't
It
need
looks-
to exist.
It
Fuck
looks.
it then. Alright, fuck it. Dragon Age.
Dragon Age Inquisition, that needs to exist.
And, well,
But that's not
hang
until
on, hang
fall
on.
next year. That's sad.
We've missed an integral reveal, guys.
I've just realised.
Well, we'll go
Ben-
as well,
speak
yeah.
about it afterwards. Anyway,
Star Wars Battlefront.
alright, yeah,
Oh.
that got announced. Did you guys play the Battlefront games?
Nope.
No.
You just know that other people like them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know people
I
are
know that.
excited.
I
They're
know that you're excited.
they're basically Star Wars Battlefield games.
Yeah, and it's
Pretty
made by DICE, so yeah, could be good. I don't even like
If
Star
it's made
Trek.
by DICE, then yeah, that's fine. I'll listen.
Yeah, I don't even like Star Trek, and I'll play it.
Need for Speed Rivals also got announced. Danny, what did you think of that?
I'm bored of Need for Speed. They can fuck off.
Alright, that's perfect. Right, back to Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Did you guys
Now he's
play
back
through-
from the T-Pain tournament.
Did you guys Oh fucking hell. I was trying to think of T-Pain earlier as well. Did you guys play Dragon Age Origins?
Is that what
Yes.
number one was called?
Yeah, that's what number
Yes.
one was called.
Alright, but then yes, I did.
So, you remember the character Morrigan?
Yes.
Yes.
Who was
Yeah.
voiced by
Yes.
Claudia Black? Is that her name?
Silver Black. You mean.
Silver
I don't know.
Black. Yeah.
Top seller.
Yeah, she's back in this trailer. And considering, I tweeted it as I was watching it, considering the last time I saw her, she was disappearing into a portal with my Antichrist baby that I put inside her. I don't know whether that's a good thing for that world, to be honest. So, I don't know. There was a lot of fighting going on. I don't like the name Inquisition either. 'Cause,
Spanish Inquisition.
well, Inquisition, I worry that they're gonna, like, paint mages as the bad guys again, like they did throughout the series. And I've always sided with the mages, not the Templars, but this seems like it could be a Templar-focused game. Sorry, I'm nerding out hard here. I know you guys don't really know what's going on in this game, but...
Yeah, no idea.
No, I'm just looking at the definition for Inquisition.
Oh, cool.
No, that's a joke. Sorry, Karen.
Talk to me about Hoopball, Janny.
We missed out on a crucial part of E3, which I think we all missed. Peggle 2.
Oh, yeah,
Peggle 2 was
Peggle
announced.
2. They played Ode to
Nobody
Joy
noticed.
at deafening levels, man, and said, Peggle 2! And then left. It was awesome.
We passed
Yeah.
over that one for a reason.
Alright, then
Yep.
there was some EA
Anyway.
Sports stuff. Do you want to go over any of it,
EA
Danny?
Sports. EA Sports. Well, it's your standard year. We've got professional hoopball. We've got American soccer or hand egg. This is things that nobody, apart from the Americans, get excited about. They did have Football World Series or FIFA. And then it went back to games like UFC, which anyway.
So
UFC,
yeah, they've got
man.
still UFC now, right? So that was THQ.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
originally THQ.
EA had the MMA licensing, and now they've taken the UFC.
Well, no, EA couldn't get the UFC license, so they made their own game as just MMA rather than trying to get any licensed UFC fighters and stuff.
They it's in our DNA though, man. Apparently, it's in our DNA to fight.
I know. Dana White come on stage and he was like, "Fighting is the original sport. Thousands of years ago, man fought man, and other people crowded round and was like, yeah, get that shit." Like, he was fucking crazy. I don't think it was the original sport. It was just a guy beating another guy up. What the fuck?
But
I tell you what, though, they need to get it out of my fucking life. It's boring as hell.
I didn't understand EA Sports is they didn't show anything different than what they showed before on the Xbox One launch. I know it was their conference this time, but there was nothing new they brought to it, and it just seemed a bit. Or maybe UFC. I can't actually remember if they announced that before.
But they did
yeah,
announce
it
it,
was
but they
announced.
didn't bring out people with shiny belts on their shoulder last time.
They're trying to make it like wrestling.
Oh.
Oh, amazing.
So does that wrap up the EA Sports and then
Yeah.
go back to other games?
Yeah. Then we saw Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
What?
No, we
Oh, I missed
didn't.
that bit.
That
No,
was from-
really.
That was from
You.
Ubisoft.
Get some fucking sleep.
Sorry, look. All the information I've got in front of me is completely fucked from where I've been up for like, I don't know how many hours, man.
You've mixed your tissues with your research papers. Next would be Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
For
Anyway.
those who are following on our Twitter feeds, will see it's Battlefield 4.
64 person online multiplayer.
Unbelievable.
For consoles, finally.
And destructible dogs.
Oh, real body deformation, man.
I must admit, I was disappointed there was no dogs. I honestly thought they would go head to head, but they just decided to go, fuck that, for a laugh.
The building has such intuitive AI that it moves out of your way. That's what that one was doing when it fell over. Somebody was walking through the front
Right.
door.
We can't make light of this. This was fucking impressive.
That was impressive, yeah.
As it was happening, me and Johnny were talking and we were like, oh, sweet, you can use the elevators in the building. Oh, it looks so good. Look how high up you are.
Yeah.
And I was thinking it, and then Johnny was like, if this building collapses,
Yep.
and then silence for the next 30 seconds as we watched
Yep.
them parachute out, and the entire building collapsed. Oh my god.
We were struck with awe
That was just amazing.
and apoplexy.
Like,
you know,
It just looked amazing. I can't believe it happened right in front of my eyes. So impressed.
Yeah, I'm going to be on that game, guys. PS4, let's do it.
Like,
Yeah.
if it
Might
happened
play
in
it
a
up.
single player game, fair enough, but that was a multiplayer map.
And also, when the guy shot out that pillar and took out the road from underneath, and that tank just fell through the road.
yeah.
Nice.
That's
It's-
what I wanted.
But
That
you know, seeing that building fall just reminded me of when I played Split Second, and how you had like the landscape sort of just morphed each lap.
Exactly.
And I thought, but it's been an untapped source. Nobody explored it since then.
but that,
And now,
like, think how cool it was in Split Second, right? And that
Hmm.
was like a set piece almost. That was designed to happen that way every time, man.
Yep.
And this is just like emergent. Like, that's not going to happen unless someone blows out the supports.
Yep.
Like,
Well, you
and-
wouldn't do it unless there's people in there, would you? So,
I don't know. It could be a tactic, man. Level the entire city.
I suppose, yeah, no, yeah. But what I meant was like, it's not something that's going to happen at every single.
Well, I don't know,
Actually,
because
place.
there is a flag up there, and like maybe is it better to level the building because the flag will come down, and maybe it's in a new location
That's true.
because it will change the location of the objective. So
Yeah.
more of that, please, more of
You
that.
talk about this now, I want it now.
Yeah,
Stop I want to play it now.
yeah,
Yeah,
I am
Yeah.
all over that son of a gun.
that sold it to me.
To say, Nick, if you're listening, come and lead the team. Come and take us into battle.
Yeah, he can be the commander on his iPad and shoot
Don't
people.
give him the boring job.
No, he's good enough to play with a pad and then use his nose to do the iPad as well.
or his toes.
Hang on,
Or
didn't
his
they?
toes, yeah.
We briefly just touched on that now, isn't it? The commander stuff. How you can bark out the commands to your team.
Yeah, you
There was,
you
yeah,
can do it on PC or the console. You don't have to use an iPad.
quite a lot of stuff going on using iPads and smart glass and so on, but this was a good use of it.
I tried
Yeah.
so hard to stealth through the smart glass stuff because it was all wank, and we still managed to get some of it in there.
No, because like I just said, this one was impressive. This was worth.
Yeah,
I said everything else was crap.
But
You don't
forget-
listen to me.
I always listen to you.
Storm out,
Mum
Jay.
and
Storm
Dad are
out.
fighting.
Unfortunately, I've hit a small impasse in that I actually have no other information from the EA press conference in front of me. So
There's one other thing that they finished on.
was that Titanfall?
Well, wait. Do we speak about Splinter Cell?
What?
That's
Stop
Ubisoft.
putting Ubisoft games in.
Ah,
No, there
shit.
was one that we actually failed to mention before on our game reveals and what we thought would be coming up.
Right.
It was Mirror's Edge 2.
Yay, that's it. That's
No,
what I
because
meant.
we put it in our list of Microsoft exclusives that we thought would come.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
And there you
We
go.
did. That's right, we did, didn't we? So there we are.
That's
And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was.
So, do we know if it's a prequel, a sequel, or a reboot?
Did they
She's
say?
getting her tattoos in the trailer.
So, is it the same Faith, or is it just another Asian girl?
They said Faith returns.
Oh dear.
Oh god. No, they definitely. It's the same one. They said Faith returns. So
Okay, so she's just getting her stripes, as it were.
her tats.
Yeah.
That's what he meant. Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Oh come on, man! You think I'm that stupid? Of course I got that. Dick.
So they showed a little bit of gameplay. At least it looked like gameplay. It could have been pre-rendered. I don't know. It looks
No,
smooth.
it was gameplay.
It looks smooth, and I love how they said coming when it's ready. Like
Yeah.
more
Like
companies
we'll tell
should say
you.
that.
Lovely jubbly.
So
now-
don't miss it out completely. Then don't miss out Titanfall completely.
I don't want to. I'm really excited for it. I'm waiting to be able to talk about it. Man.
This is it. Do it.
No.
Finish this one on Titanfall. Go
Call
on.
of Duty Modern Warfare with fucking giant robots. That is what
Yes,
I saw.
please.
With wall running and stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Was no one else excited for it other than me?
No, I was very excited. Those mechs, man, those mechs.
They were the best kind of mechs, right? So they're not too slow, they're quite fast, but not like overpowered fast. Like,
Has anyone here played Hawking?
no, I haven't yet. It's on my 2 playlists. The free-to-play mech shooter
Yeah.
online, right?
I've played quite a bit of it on PC, obviously. I think it's on PC. And, yeah. The gameplay that we saw inside the mechs on Titanfall looked just as good or even better than the mech gameplay in Hawking. That's how good those mechs look. Like, they look like fully realized. Like, when you get inside, you know, the little belly, then like all the screens light up and you've got all the, you know, buttons and things all around your screen. And, it just feels like you're in a mech. It just looks so good. I want it.
I am the biggest
then-
sucker for giant robot games, man.
Yeah. Did
I
you see
love-
the bit when he pulled the cord and I got ejected, like, you know, sky high, and then landed on the other mech and then started ripping off parts and started,
It looked really cool, man. As soon as it happened, right, the trailer started, I saw like people running about and I thought, okay, this looks pretty cool. It looks like Modern Warfare. It looks like Call of Duty 4 basically, but slightly improved. I saw the wall running and stuff and I was like, that's really impressive. It looks like there's some good maneuverability in this game. Then the giant robots happened and I was sold. It's a buy for me. Like, I'm going to have to get it on PC because,
yeah,
as I
PC.
say, I'm not going to pick up the Xbox One, I don't think, but I can't wait to play this game, man. I'm speechless, man. I really want to play it. I can't, like, put across how excited I was when I saw how well those mechs handled.
Yeah. I'm excited. How about you guys, Jamie, Janny? Did you get excited for it? Not
I
really.
like the look of it, but there are so many first-person shooters right now that
Not with
you know,
mechs though.
Yeah, I mean it is mechs, but it would be another. You know, if I had an Xbox One, then maybe. But I know where my money's going, and it's
Yeah,
Right.
it's not enough for me to want to buy it. I mean, again,
But you agree
if
that
it
it
was,
looks good.
It looked good,
definitely. Yeah, it looks good.
That's good.
I mean, what?
Just, there are some nice ideas in there, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, I'm more interested in that than COD, because it seems like a natural progression for it. But again, if we were talking about Battlefield being an exclusive, then yeah, I'd probably be saying I'm considering an Xbox.
But it's
But-
not.
No, but it's not. It did look. Well, I don't mean to like to hammer it or to make it, but it did look a bit generic in a sense.
That's fine, man. I'm as excited for Titanfall as I am for Battlefield 4, easily.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm a little bit more excited for Battlefield 4. I think I'll waste more of my multiplayer
I know where the
time.
numbers are, and we're going to play Battlefield, so that's where my excitement will go.
Yeah, because we'll get that. We'll all get that.
Well, Battlefield definitely has the benefit of being available on PS4 as well. So
Yeah, so it's easier for us to because we're all thinking of I think we've all pre-ordered our PS4s already.
look, I knew this was going to happen. We're spilling into PS4, man.
Talking
It's a
about
good thing
Sony.
we're at the end of EA's press conference here. So
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, let's give a little. How do we think Microsoft did? Out of 10.
out of 10,
4. Not even 4. I'd say 3.
3.
Not.
3 from Jenny.
I didn't come away impressed. I came away with meh. A lot of these are coming out on PS4. You haven't shown me what I wanted to see. I wanted to see more. I mean, there was a game we haven't even mentioned. Oh wait. Sorry, I'm just literally racking my brains here. I may have missed it from when I was commentating. What's that Quantum game?
Quantum
Break.
Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap, the game.
We didn't even mention that.
Off Solace.
What? Because there was nothing to say. It looked very pretty. There was some stopping of time. There was a quite attractive woman, quite attractive man with a gun, and that was it. That was the trailer.
It was like a Tom Cruise version of Bernard's Watch.
Yeah.
Is it bad? I'll take it. But this is not
perfect.
we.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, fucking Bernard's Watch.
Oh, amazing.
Great.
But yeah, there was nothing in there that made me go, I'm really considering, I mean, taking away Dead Rising 3, there was nothing really that made me think I really am regretting my decision to go for PS4. So that's why I was totally underwhelmed, and it looked like they were relying on EA again.
How about you guys then?
For me, it was just a case of them showing once again that they've got the money to buy things and buy people. And, Dead Rising coming back as an exclusive, I'm gutted. But if anybody was going to lock that down, it was going to be them. They just get the money and start splashing it. And they've got they've always got the Call of Duty exclusive content first. And they've now done the same with Battlefield 4.
Yeah, they're definitely spending a lot of money on all these, exclusives and, first DLC packs and first map packs and stuff. It's a bit dubious.
Could bite them. But hey, no, credit then. Dead Rising looks amazing, and I'm going to lose sleep over that one.
Thoroughly jealous about that. Yeah, me too. So you give it a what, Jay? Out of 10, if you could.
Okay. On the grand scheme of things, I guess like a flat 5.
Okay, not too bad, not too great. Ben, what did you think?
I would give it a 6.5 out of 10.
6.5 out of 10.
6.5. 6.5 out of 10. Mainly because they didn't show anything that really pissed me off. They didn't dwell on film and TV like they did in the reveal. They showed me Halo 5, which was cool. They showed me Dead Rising 3, which was really cool. They showed me Titanfall, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And they opened with that amazing MGS5 trailer. I thought it wasn't a bad press conference by any means, but their own policies have killed them basically.
Yeah. So that's it. I would probably give that the same, about a 6. They didn't justify, they didn't clarify, they didn't explain anything, why they've gone with these ridiculous policies. They didn't, offer you any reason, any, it just. Yeah,
there was a lack of justification for a lot of it as well. And I think that's what I was kind of expecting in E3. Those unanswered questions, they sort of glossed over it. I mean,
well, just didn't mention it at all. I mean, did they mention anything about their pre-owned strategy, with not having one?
But that says more than it needs to, doesn't it?
Well, they already said that participating retailers will be able to do trade-ins on the titles that are locked out, but they can only be traded in and resold once. So once it's been traded in and unlocked, it can only be resold one more time.
It's going to be a lot of hassle.
When you go on the bus and you get your bus pass thing, you get your ticket stamped when you've had your return.
Yeah.
They're going to have to do something like that with a disc, are they?
Pretty much.
Some sort of stamp.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Even though my bus driver doesn't do that half the time, the lazy fucker. He just rips the ticket. He's got a stamp right there. Just stamp it. It's made for stamping tickets. What is your problem?
Welcome to the GSC Games podcast.
Yeah.
What a bastard.
Already grinds my gears.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, do we wrap on that, and then we're gonna do 2 more?
I
aren't we?
love rapping.
Well, eventually. But that's pretty much all the information to go through from Microsoft and EA. So
Yeah.
Look for our next one. That was 9.1. 9.1 done, guys.
Nice, lovely. So 9.2, we'll be doing
9.2 harder.
Sony
9.2.
9.2, the quickening.
Oh dear.
We'll be covering Sony and Ubisoft, or
Yep.
Ubisoft if you're crazy.
Ruby. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
All right,
Good
join
job.
us on the next part then.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Bye.